Do you have any idea how dangerous mycotoxins are? Do you even know what a mycotoxin is? I didn't, and chances are you don't either. Everybody knows what mold is. Some people are allergic to mold, but that was not my case. Mycotoxins are produced when two molds are next to each other and they're kind of battling each other for competition. The microscopic spores, there can be 270,000 of them on a pinhead. They're unfathomably sticky. They get on everything. They embed themselves in fibers. Do you have a stomach ache? Do you feel like you have brain fog? Do you feel fatigued? Are you tired all the time? Do you have vertigo? Do you have, gastrointestinal issues, IBS, diarrhea, constipation? Are you certain you're dying? I was. I was convinced I was dying. 2022, after Thanksgiving, I was certain. After the runaround from doctors for 2 weeks, I found my own specialist. I ended up having to find my own surgeon from that same specialist that I had to find myself. After being on antacids for a month, my doctor recommended me to eat just a little bit of whatever I wanted to because I was on antacids. That's the fix for everything. It started with a pain in my gallbladder here, which works its way through your liver, and eventually your pancreas starts to flare up too. You have diarrhea and constipation at the same time, which I don't even know is a thing. You have the scariest results when going to the bathroom, and you fear the worst. If this is you, you might have a mold problem. At this point in my life, at that time, I didn't know that I had mold. I thought I was just dying. I was all of a sudden noticeably getting a little bit more sleepy, more tired, taking more naps, more fatigued. Stomach was kind of hurting, but that was about it. Once I finally got my legioned, scarred gallbladder surgically removed, I got my sense of smell back, and I could smell that there was something horribly wrong with the house. I called a duct cleaning service $1,000 later, and a month later, the smell came back. When they took off the registers, they did tell me that there was bacteria because they can't say the word mold. They told me it was in the unit, but I couldn't afford that. We slowly started piecemealing new ductwork, new different sections of the unit back together, but it was too late for that too. This was after we were spending the night in tents in the garage. The air almost has a different texture. When you breathe in, it's cooler on your throat, almost like you've been chewing on breath mints, menthols, however you want to explain it. The air has a different texture. All the different rooms in your house will have a different texture. You go to a store and you think it's the freshest air you've ever breathed. You get in a confined space like your car. Because the spores are on your clothes, you realize that you can't breathe as good as you thought you could. It gets to the point where it's really hard to explain, but it's almost like something's just digging into your skin, but mentally, like you just can't. It's just a persistent, constant bother. You can't breathe. You're suffocating in the own air you breathe. You don't feel like you're getting enough oxygen. You lose 35 pounds in 2 or 3 weeks, and that's just the start. You probably got a mold problem. It's somewhere in your house, in the walls, in the attic. Where is it? You smelled the mold for a long time, maybe. Maybe you've known it's there. I had no idea. I had a roof above another roof. I had shingles in my attic. The water was wicking to the walls. I had mold riddled in my attic and had no idea. After the surgery, I was recovering for 2 weeks in the same bedroom, not leaving. And that's when the mycotoxins really got a hold of my system. The mycotoxins are persistent. They get in everything. They're microscopic. They stick to everything like glue. They embed themselves in every fiber, rubber, plastic, glass. It doesn't matter. They're damn near impossible to destroy. 500 degrees of fire for 30 minutes will kill some of them. Bleach is good, but you got to get it all. DF200 is another product. If you're fatigued, barely can lift your arms, get mental fog, brain fog, stomach, IBS symptoms, things like that, this is what I think you should do. Get to fresh air. Find a friend that'll let you stay there. Don't bring any clothes. Go buy new clothes. This sounds very extreme, but after spending almost $200,000 to rebuy everything, I had to throw away everything. I had to sell my house at a huge loss. Full disclosure. Get rid of all my cars, my kids' toys, games, memorabilia, photos, utensils, games, tools, tables, appliances, everything. Even stuff that I tried to keep, I put in a shed at this new house. I've had zero success. I've had 1% success trying to clean stuff. If you're kind of scrolling through the internet looking for some symptoms, mold's probably the last one that's going to come up. The medical system is not well equipped to know the symptoms of mycotoxins and mold. They're just not. You need to be your own advocate. If you got a spouse that you're trying to convince, show them this video. If you're trying to convince yourself you're not crazy, show yourself this video. I was certain I was crazy. I was hoping I was crazy. I pretty much gave my wife an out. This takes a huge mental toll on you. It makes you not want to be here anymore. Not because you're giving up. It's just it has to do with the hormones that are in your body that the mycotoxins attached to, and it's just a really bad deal. You can go to really dark places. You have to remain positive. This is your positivity message. You can beat this, but you got to be willing to put in the work. You got to have the mental capacity to understand what's going on here. Your life is never going to be the same. It's already never going to be the same. You might have trouble accepting that, but this is what you have to do to survive. Go somewhere, hotel, somewhere, new clothes. If the air you breathe is hurting your throat and you got constant, where your throat just hurts, your stomach just hurts, you got cramps, whatever your symptoms are, go somewhere where you know there's fresh air for a little bit if you suspect you have mold. I myself have mycotoxin poisoning. I'm 7 times over the limit on all mycotoxins, and my journey of health has only just begun. They wreak havoc in the worst ways imaginable. I've got severe immune deficiencies. I've been sick 4 or 5 times since October this year, and that's when my voice is like this. So I apologize for the scratchy voice, but we got to make this video. We got to let you guys know what's up. Even in my new house, I took articles that were quote unquote contaminated and have introduced some of this stuff back into my life, unfortunately. This stuff is very persistent. I had no idea how inevitable and persistent these mycotoxins are. So be your own advocate, get new clothes, and these next steps, if things improve, next thing you want to do is start getting your air tested, start getting yourself tested. My quick story. I woke up from a nap one day, gallbladder hurt here. Got to run around for a long time. We knew the house was bad. I knew the house was bad. The kids and the wife still didn't really know. We're going to go out to eat with friends on a Sunday. We woke up at 1 o'clock. We never really woke up late. We met, we ate, we came back. I made a video in the garage. I came back inside and the family was taking a nap. I knew it was bad. I pulled my wife in the garage. I told her what was going on. Fast forward, we spent $30K on a credit card. We tried to remodel the bedroom. We failed, fell flat on our face, had to sell the house, throw away everything, $20,000 of clothes out the door, 4 or 5 window air conditioners just to keep the air okay. We're wearing N95s in the house. We're wearing respirators. You name it. It sounds crazy. I can assure you you're not crazy. Like I said, I hoped I was crazy. So to sum it up, if you're beyond the symptoms, you figured out your stomach, you've got the throat thing in check, the next thing is going to be how these mycotoxins make you feel, because you can get rid of the mold, but you can carry the mycotoxins with you. So you're kind of on maintenance. Don't bring anything with you. Store it somewhere else, put it in a shed. I've had very little cleaning success with anything. Bleach can destroy it. Maybe. Doctor in Richardson, Johnson Medical, they can test your urine to see what your level of mycotoxins are. They have hyperbaric oxygen chambers, and he is a chemical specialist, doctor. I'm pretty much sensitive to all chemicals. I was never sensitive to anything. I never really thought about mold. You just clean it up, scratch it off, and build over it. That's usually what a contractor would do. All this stuff bothers me now. Off-gassing from new products, things like that. These problems shouldn't exist, but here we are. It's really hard to explain some of this stuff. And hopefully this video can help you show somebody else, give you some stability on how you're feeling. When I get a good dose, if you will, if I inhale these toxins, I instantly almost have to go take a nap. My stomach just completely just turns in knots. I uncontrollably start gagging. My nose just starts not running like I gotta blow my nose. I mean just like a faucet. Throat burns, eyes water. Sometimes I'll be sick for 3 days after that. It just depends on the exposure level. If you're trying to clean this stuff, go outside, blow anything away, like with like an air compressor, blow it away, wipe everything down physically. But keep in mind, I don't think any of this stuff is savable. I've tried to save stuff. I've tried to clean stuff. I pretty much replaced everything slowly in my life. Wiping stuff down is essential. You got to physically remove the toxin, which is microscopic and on the surface. You got to physically wipe it off. It's very small. You can be inhaling it the whole time. You need to wear a mask. You need eye protection, gloves. And if you ask me if you are using this video to see what you should do with your stuff, can you keep it? Can you save it? If things are as bad as the way mine was, it's not savable. Hopefully this helps. Reach out to me on email, conductivewood@gmail.com. If you have any questions, hit me in the comments below. I do a lot of lives from time to time just to bring awareness about this. This is life-altering stuff. And there is no other video like this on YouTube. If there was, I would not be in the situation that I'm in now. I would have taken it a lot more seriously. I would have drastically limited my exposure. It's not mold you're dealing with. It's very persistent microscopic dust that gets in everything. It's unavoidable. You got to be your own advocate. You got to get to clean air. You got to not bring anything with you. You got to have clean articles of clothing wherever you're going. You need to keep control of your emotions. And you need to know that other things can contaminate what you just bought. Like your new clothes, your car can contaminate. Air conditioners, things like that. Good luck. Hit me in the comments below if you need anything. Thanks for watching and best wishes. Good luck.